Okay, I think I've figured out what those little pesky black things were. So it's a cross between MIT and DARPA. But their technology is from 2022. So I'm assuming, though, that what they're showing online is a drop in the ocean. It's probably stuff that's 20 years old. But I really do believe that. I think it's these things, or just a different variation, a more advanced one.
Okay.
But anyway, tell me what you think.
I'm talking about those little black pesky dot things. These are MIT that have developed these little insect type drones, which are very, very small. We've got this one here, but the weirdest one is this one. Where is it? These ones. If I can go back to where it sort of starts, and when you look at it online, that's what they look like. It's the same thing, but when they actually show it, they look like little black circles with like a camera thing. They look very, very much like it. Why is it not showing it now? They're micro robots. That's what they are. And this is from June 22, so a year ago. They're calling them lightning bugs. So if we watch the video, we'll go from the start. So look at them. So they look like little cameras, little bits. You can't see the things, it just looks like it's flickering. I think that's what they were. Just maybe a different design. But the same thing, because these are old now. Like, look at that. Freaky, hey? And look how they look there. MIT. So the US government, guys. They've got a new fabrication technique with China. It weighs barely more than a paper clip. One step closer to flying on their own outside the lab. Well, I think they're doing that already, and I think the fact that I saw them 2 years ago, this is old technology. So the other one from MIT was here with no moving parts. So they have things like that. There they are. Ions take flight. And they're much, much bigger, obviously. That's why I didn't really focus on those. I went on more on the robotic insects. And this is just MIT. You can imagine what DARPA and all those have. Yeah. And back to MIT over here. Insects. Okay, I've demonstrated diminutive drones that can zip around like bug, flying agility, resilience that could eventually perform these tasks. Wow. And is it going to give us the same ones? Yes. But I swear there was, look at the size of it compared to The flower shows you how tiny they are. They're diminutive, so they're absolutely tiny as. And that's where they look like, is this just going to be the same?
MIT researchers have developed a new fabrication technique that enables them to produce low-voltage, power-dense, high-endurance soft actuators for an aerial micro-robot. These artificial muscles vastly improve the robot's payload and allow it to hover for 20 seconds, which is the longest ever recorded by a robot of its size. The rectangular micro-robot, which weighs less than 1/4 of a penny, has 4 sets of wings that are each driven by a soft actuator. These muscle-like actuators are made from layers of elastomer that are sandwiched between 2 very thin electrodes and then rolled into a squishy cylinder. When the voltage is applied to the actuator, the electrodes squeeze the elastomer, and that mechanical strain is used to flap the wing. This new fabrication technique produces artificial muscles with fewer defects, which dramatically extends the lifespan of its components and increases the robot's performance and payload. The more surface area the actuator has, the less voltage is required. So the researchers built these artificial muscles by alternating between as many ultra-thin layers of elastomer and electrode as they could. They were able to create an actuator with 20 layers, each of which is 10 micrometers in thickness, about the diameter of a red blood cell.
Wow.
During the spin coating process, an elastomer is poured onto a flat surface and rotated rapidly. The centrifugal force pulls the film outward to make it thinner. However, air comes back into the elastomer and creates a lot of microscopic air bubbles, which become stronger as the layers get thinner. They found that if they perform a vacuuming process immediately after spin coating, while the elastomer is still wet, it removes the air bubbles. Removing these defects increases the power output of the actuator by more than 300% and significantly improves its lifespan. Currently, the team is limited to how they can make the layers due to dust in the air and a maximum spin coating speed. They are planning to work in a clean room, which will eliminate this problem and would allow them to use methods that are more precise. Ultimately, they hope to reduce the actuator layer from 10 micrometers to only 1 micrometer, which would open the door to many applications for these insect.
That's what they look like.
robots.
Think of those little dot things.
I think it is the same thing. Look, they're tethered, they are hooked together.
It's those things, you know, and you've got to think they're showing what's out in the open. Can you imagine what the ones that are doing under the cover of their government secretive pathways? Yeah. So there they all are. So I really think that's those dot droney things. But I thought there was another picture that had a little bit more. I'll have to keep searching. But anyway, tell me what you think. Bye. Godspeed to all. Godspeed. Okay, I didn't go far enough. This is the image that I was looking to find. Now look at that. Looks like it's got a camera thing over here, and then it's got like the flat one. So it's got the little dot off to the side, and then the camera thing, and then the other bits, which, you know, is all of it that moves around. And that, I'm assuming, is their mouse pad. It looks like a mouse. And that's, I don't know what that is. And this is through autonomy through DARPA. Ah, there we go. When's it from in DARPA? When is it? Introducing to robotics. And it's not going to go any further. And it's showing it's similar to that. And it gets caught in a net. Now, doesn't that look like it? Look at it. The dotty things. All these other bits around it. And then it's got like the camera. And they're showing it up in the sky. Now they're the dot things. I think this is it. I think those little dot things are friggin' DARPA. How do I get a video on this? And I can't. I'll have to go searching again. Bye.
So what do you think? Do you think they're the same thing? Do you think it's just a newer, more advanced version? Because that is a couple of years ago that they came out. But yeah, I know And just the way it sort of hovered and the way it moved around, it was so much like those pesky dot things. Yeah, it is. It's them bastards. I'm pretty sure it is. But anyway, what are they doing on the Gold Coast? What are they doing hanging around Southport? What are they doing coming harassing me? I'm just some chick on the Gold Coast. What the hell are they doing? Anyway, Godspeed to all. Godspeed. Protect yourselves.